Hello and welcome to another update video about optimism. Let's take a look at this chart. So from the low here on the 18th of June, we can count 5 waves up. Yeah, a 1, a 2. Then here within that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, creating a larger wave 1. And my view is that we are now here in a wave 2 correction. The question is just, how is this subdividing? We were still waiting here for a wave B, basically this one, yeah, which was the primary wave B. Well, it did work out in the end. Also, we came down lower. Basically, 1 second. So there's a few possibilities here that we want to talk about. So, yeah, A, B, and then yellow C, not realistic, I must say. The wave A was way too long, the wave C way too short. Okay. What's also this, yes, way too short. So let me change something I think is more likely. I mean, in the end, you know, that move in the end did work out in itself, because we talked about this would be with a high likelihood at least a peak, and we would be expecting here a dip into the target area. Happened, all right, didn't quite reach the ideal target, but we came down lower. Now we started to recover, but this is for me still a corrective mess here at the moment. What does that mean? That means I would reconsider and would say, all right, we're probably still going to see this wave B. Yeah, how would that work? I would still say that the wave B is now ongoing, that we had here the wave A, then we had within this an A, 3-wave move, a B, yeah, basically a expanded flat. Yeah, you had your A, B, C, and we're now in the C wave of the wave B, a little bit like Ethereum actually. Let me show you that. So basically here A, B, C playing out now. Yeah, this is similar to what Ethereum is doing. And in terms of the wave B targets, we might need to change this target area now. Let's take a look, because obviously we had a few changes, but actually it still looks okay. It still looks okay. So I would still primarily expect that we are reaching here the 38.2% fib level based on the retracements, at least as a minimum, the 153 level, yeah. Otherwise, it will be quite a weak wave B. Now, I'm not saying wave Bs can be weak, and they are very unpredictable. As you know, that's what I said before in the Ethereum videos. They are sometimes best to just stay away from. Yes, they of course can be traded, but be very careful when you do this. In terms of another way to how to calculate the target here for the wave C, we could take the length of the wave A, we add it to the low of the wave B, and then, well, okay, we get here to the 1.618 extension. To be honest, if we look at this, this could be it. Yeah. So ideally, from a Fibonacci retracement point of view for a wave B, you would be waiting for this area. But if we take a look at A, B, C and take the length of the wave A and project it out, the 1.618 extension, which we perfectly reached here and got rejected from, is a key level. Yeah, this is an ideal level for a wave C. To be honest, it shouldn't go much higher, okay, unless this count is wrong. So be ready for a drop at any moment in time now. Yeah, so this is, for me personally, this would not be the moment to go long, because I personally see this as a corrective move. Yeah, for me, the way to go long would have been here in this area, in the target range, but the lower the better, of course. We haven't reached the ideal target. That was within the larger reversal area, the ideal area. And yeah, this is how I see it. The thing is, if optimism drops below the 60-cent level, by the way, this target area is, by the way, between $1.53 and $1.81, okay? But if we drop below the 60-cent level, unfortunately we have to wait until then, otherwise it's really difficult. But if we go below this level, which is the, let me just 1 second, just need to draw that out. Yeah, which is the 88.7% FIB level. To be honest, already below 79 cents. Already below 79 cents. It will get unrealistic, this wave too. Alright. But ideally, we want to hold the 79. We could still allow it to drop to 60 cents, but below 60 cents, the bullish scenario is not, let's say, not acceptable anymore, or you can't defend it really anymore. So this would be something where I see this coin potentially drop to new lows, and then we would have to assume that all of this was just a correction, some kind of a corrective wave pattern, an ABC, and we're now coming down. I can also show you an alternative bearish count, but again, until we drop really below 79, so 79 is like the warning signal, yeah. But below 60 cents, this is probably going to be over. The bearish count would be here a corrective move up, and then from up here I would say this probably as a wave 1. Then we have here the wave 2 correction, and then in the next leg down this is going to move down impulsively. Yeah, so probably even, yeah, not that low, but you know, not into the negative. So therefore, and this is not a problem, in the short term you should see rising prices, or as I said, this could be over at any point. Yeah, so basically from now expect some sort of a drop to the downside. If it is a wave 2, it should even go a little bit higher, but then we see that dip, and if that dip goes down impulsively, well, okay, the wave C would be impulsive as well, but if it goes below 79 cents, not a good sign. If we now see us get into this area again, maybe make a slightly lower low, maybe reverse above 79 cents, then this is a good sign to buy in this area. Yeah, based on this possibility now, yeah, I'd be careful. I'm not saying this is my primary expectation, but we need to be prepared for this. We need to be prepared for this and need to understand these key levels. Therefore, it is always good to wait for confirmation. We had here this wave 1. Yeah, then we talked about the move down. Ideally, we would have expected this just to be a wave 4 correction. Yeah, based on 1, 2, 3, and then here wave 4. But I need to change this actually, this wave count. But you can still see this as a 1. Yeah, you can count this as a 1, and then here the wave 2 to the downside. The thing is, the wave 2 should ideally not break below the 78.6% FIB level, and definitely not below the 88.7. So this is an alternative count that you need to have it on the radar, because there's nothing telling us that there is a guaranteed reversal in this area. If we come into this area, and as I said, you know, above these levels, if we see a reversal and maybe on a smaller nano time frame, a 5-wave move up, yeah, then this would be a good signal. Yeah, a 5-wave move up and then a 3-wave pullback could be an entry signal. But for now, I would expect here either now or after another move into this area, the reversal down. I don't think that this is already here, that this was the 1, this would be the 2, and we're now rallying up in a wave 3. I would only consider this, I can also tell you when I would consider this, that we are really already in a bull run here that should take us above $2.25. And by the way, that is the most unrealistic scenario. It's possible, but it's the most unrealistic one. I think this is just a corrective mess here at the moment. At the moment, also just a 3-wave move. But if we move above the 197 level, yeah, this will increase the chance that this is something more bullish. And definitely, no, sorry, gave you the wrong levels. Forget about that one. No, it would be, oh, let me just think. No. Okay. No, a move above $2. If we go above $2, it would be the first indication that something more bullish is going on. And then above $2.11, the signals will get very clear that something more bullish is going on. And then there's time to wait for another pullback, which will ideally then be corrective. And then we push higher. So something like, let's say this is the third wave up, yeah, here, but then this was not an impulsive move. Waiting for this, yeah, basically a first significant wave in the wave 3, and then an ABC down. Then we can still enter. There's no need normally to run behind it, yeah. But for me, this is the most unlikely scenario that we have a direct breakout from here. So for now, I would expect very shortly the move down again into this area. And then we need to watch how deep do we come into this area. If we go too deep, we will actually see lower lows. But this is also not the primary expectation. Primary expectation is to get into this area and get the turnaround done. Okay, and that's my update about optimism. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.